We played one time and he refuses to play with his dad. And I was the first one out. Anyways.
These will be way back in.
Alright, so first I want to thank everybody for coming. With all the COVID stuff, this has been a nightmare scheduling and putting everything together. I appreciate everybody coming and just being a part of this. It's been a special day for all of us. You know, we had some grandparents that couldn't make it, some that are watching from heaven today. So it's been a good year, but eventful planning all of this. You know, as you know, with this China flu stuff, it's China. My favorite few words to say it. It's been difficult, but I appreciate everybody coming out and supporting us and being cooperative and everything, and everything's going pretty good. So anybody that knows me, you know, really knows me, knows that family is the most important thing to me. I love my family. I do anything for them, sacrifice my life for them. You know, so family means everything to me. You know, raising two girls was difficult because being a guy and I'm very old fashioned, you know, having girls was hard. I'm not used to that. So anybody that tells you that raising boys and girls is the same, they're lying. I was a very overprotective dad. You know, I told my daughters I was hard on them because I loved them. I wanted them to be better than me, you know, and I wanted the best for them. That's why I was so hard on them. But obviously, you know, so far, both of them have surpassed everything I expected from them. They've been exceptional examples for everybody. But with that being said, TJ, and being an overprotective dad as I was, it was hard to see Lindsay grow up and to let go, you know, to let her be her person. And when I let go, she grew up, and as a dad, the only thing I could wish for her is that she'd be a man, or meet a man that would, you know, protect her and be her person. And so far, you've lived up to it. No, you know, you show her unconditional love, and you are her person. And when I see her, and when you are together, just go about her that, you know, explains everything. You don't have, words can't explain it. So I appreciate that as a dad, you know, being her person and taking care of her and watching over her. You know, with that being said, my first impression of him wasn't very good. So, you know, Lindsay fell and broke her wrist or her hand. And when I called Lindsay and asked her, you know, what was all the details, what happened, she told me that she was on a date, and afterwards she was running to her car in the rain. And I was like, what kind of guy would let you run to the car in the rain? So, in the process, she fell and broke her wrist. I was like, what kind of guy is that? So she slipped and fell, but, you know, of course, TJ corrected me on the whole story. So, let's see here. But I've learned over time that the true person you are is not that. You know, you're a very loving, caring person. I see how hard you work and you'll provide for this family and provide for Lindsay and be that leader of the family like you're supposed to be. And I've seen that you've been able to balance fun and, you know, the serious things and just being the husband that you're supposed to be. You have to be, one of the things with Lindsay I know you struggled with was being, you know, the husband or the boyfriend, husband of a police officer. And that's difficult to do because it's a serious job and, you know, it's tough for a spouse to live with somebody like that. So I appreciate you being her rock at home. You know, with her profession, she sees a lot of bad things, and when she comes home, she needs you to be her rock and be her joy in this world, because with her seeing a lot of bad things, you know, she needs to trust that you're going to be there for her and protect her and watch over her and show her love and care. And basically the ultimate thing is all the people here that really know Lindsay, if you can put up with her, you can put up with anything. So, you've already proven over time that you can deal with her, so that means a lot. So, TJ, I want you to know I love you. I'm glad you're my son now. I'm not a son-in-law, you're my son. You're part of this family. You're in the circle of trust. To me, the circle of trust means a lot. It's a big deal to me. I mean, I know it comes from a movie, but it's a real thing, and it means a lot to me. And I appreciate you, and I appreciate everything you are, and being the perfect person for Lindsay. I love you, and I thank you for that. Lindsay, I could sit here for hours and tell stories about Lindsay, but we can go on all day. Basically, Uncle TJ explained it best the other night. I never thought you'd be the one wearing cuffs on your hips.
You thought I'd be in cuffs, I know.
Yeah. So, when Lindsay was born, until she was actually born, I swore to Kim every day that she was a boy. Even though the doctor kept telling us it's a girl, it's a girl, it's a girl, I was like, nope. It's a boy. It's a boy. So, but Lindsay was a beautiful girl, was born. You know, fortunately, you got your wonderful looks and personality from me. No, we know that's not true. Definitely got her looks from her mom, but she did get her personality from me, unfortunately. It was a struggle raising you, you know, being as stubborn as I am. We definitely had our moments. But I remember a lot of times sometimes just sitting around watching our little shows like Ridiculousness and Big Rob and just laughing. And we never had to say a word to each other, but we knew what everybody was doing. We knew how each other felt. And those are the memories that I remember the most. It's just sitting around laughing with you, having a good time. Those are the moments I'll always cherish. So I do have one story about Lindsay though, if anybody, this is a true story about Lindsay, is I'm at the fire station one night and Kim calls me and says, hey, you're not going to believe what happened.
It could be anything. It could be anything. I don't know.
So I'm like, and honestly, it's a good thing I was at the fire station that night. But anyway, Kim calls me and says, hey, the police officer from the school came up in the stands and got me out of the stands, and we had to walk down on the field in the third quarter and get Lindsay out of, because she was a cheerleader, had to take her off the field. She had decided at halftime that she was going to go change out of her cheerleading outfit.
True story.
Go take her to this girl that she didn't like.
True story. True story.
Put her uniform back on, went out in the third quarter.
She thought about it before she did it, because she took it off.
So she knew exactly what she was going to do. And that was the day that I knew she was either going to be in jail or she was going to be a cop. But people that really know Lindsay, that was a Lindsay they knew, and they either really loved her because of her personality or they really hated her. So, that was Lindsay.
Still on the fence.
Yeah. But I've seen you grow up into a beautiful, smart, vibrant young woman. You couldn't wait to go to college to be on your own because you hated living under our rules. It was hard to let go, but you were successful in college. You were able to work, make good grades, and still graduate early. You know, I was very proud of that. You met the man of your dreams there, the barback guy that you talked about. Yes, TJ was her barback.
He still is my barback.
But, you know, when you first, it always took Lindsay a while to always talk about, you know, the boys. But in this particular instance, it took a little longer. But I did know when she started talking about TJ, And even when they were together, I would just see this glow. So I knew there was something about TJ that she really loved. And of course it showed when they were together. And I know it's gonna last forever. And that's what it's all about right there. So you went on after that to become a police officer. I don't know why you didn't become a firefighter. But it's an honor to have you serving in the public, serving the public. It's an honorable job. And I know you'll excel in that field. But just remember, for TJ, I know sometimes people don't know how to accept that type of profession, but remember to communicate with him. He'll be your rock there at home, and don't let the job take your joy away from your home life. Learn how to separate those, because I know TJ's gonna be there to love you unconditionally. And I only have one request, and can you guess what that is?
Baby.
Granddaughter. To both of you all together, just know that it is a challenge sometimes, but you're going to grow through the rough times. Learn to lean on each other and trust each other. Unconditional love means a lot, and it'll produce great things. You just have to learn to lean on each other and love each other. So again, family means everything to me. I love you, Lindsay and TJ, and me and Kim will talk about this. All we wish is for happiness, success, and multiple grandkids.